Hi, Barbara Callan, intuitive consultant here. Now we've just come through solstice and we've had a big new moon as well, and these occurrences do affect us. What I have noticed, particularly in myself, is in the lead up to this solstice, this particular solstice, there was a lot of old fear coming up. And in particular, of course, it was all the things that we don't want. And so noticing and recognizing those and feeling like, in a way, we're trying to get through a gap that's actually almost too small. So a feeling almost of sort of stuckness. How am I going to manage all of this? Everything feels too big. It's like a tidal wave. And so sometimes that can cause us to actually stop in our tracks and do nothing, which of course is not useful. But recognizing that moment when we recognize, I think I'm stuck. So then the way through that is to make a plan. What's my first step? What is it I need to do? And break it down into the tiniest, smallest steps so that you can get through that gateway and open into a much more expansive space. So that's what's happened to me just recently, this last week, in terms of solstice, being a solopreneur and working on my own and feeling like I was on my own. I do have a beautiful supportive network around me, but my perception was that I was working on my own. So the minute I began to see that I had a way forward, and I spoke with a very dear friend who helped me with this, and got some plans, got some ideas, and this is actually part of it, me getting back to doing videos. So if you're recognizing that you're stuck, then finding the way forward, making the plan, being answerable to yourself and sharing it with somebody else feels like it is indeed the way forward. And once we begin to get unstuck, the energy begins to flow again, and we see that out there in our material world. We see how the phone starts ringing again. We see how we begin to connect with the right people again. It's all been there, but it's like we've got in our own way, or it's like we had to come into this more expanded version of ourselves. And that, before that, the pre-solstice, it was squeaky, it was not comfortable. And it's the recognizing of that is going to take us into the most powerful space, into this new expanded, the energy's much lighter, it's moving again, the handbrake's off, here we go. Sending you much love, Barbara Callan from barbaracallan.com.